What's going on?
What's going on? What's good, you guys? It's your boy Randy Anderson here with another episode of the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios. And today, like usually, we show our thanks to our fans and the people that's been listening to the podcast over the last week. I guess this week technically. All right, and so uh top countries. United States with 41, South Africa with 3, and Turkey with 2. Shout out to everybody there. Jefferson City is the second top city. Oak Grove, Missouri. Oh, hold on. Wait, I was looking for something else. There's something else on here that I gotta get. All right, fuck it. All right. I think we got Corey here. Lauren's here. Hold on. Let me go ahead and shut this down. All right, cool. And you guys know how we do this. We talk about sports, hot topics, get it off your chest. And if we have any listener questions, which we don't have, well, we have a listener question, but I also had I wanted to bring this up to you guys as well. But we'll get to that in due time. So let's talk about the NBA.
Hey, real quick, did you say we had some Africans, some African viewers?
South Africa, yeah.
Sure, boom, yay. Yay!
All right, so Damian Lillard, is he a top 5 point guard in the NBA? Lauren, Shannon Sharp, I'll let you go first.
Nah, I don't know if I'd put him in the top 5. I'd put him in the top 10. I don't know if I'd put him in the top 5.
What?
What? Hey, stop.
Say what?
Oh, somebody want to have some fun tonight.
This nigga
Lucy.
So who's in the top 5?
So top 5, I mean Kyrie.
Yeah.
You got to go Kyrie.
Yeah.
Steph.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Steph is in the top 5. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe he is in the top 5. Not a lot of point guards out there. CP3.
Yeah.
CP3.
Yeah, give it to him. Yeah.
I give it to my boy CP3. Yeah. I guess I might put him in my top 5. Yeah. Now I might have to go ahead and do that. Top 5. I guess I give him 4 or 5 because I can't think of a 4th, but I'm sure there's one out there.
John Wall.
I don't know if I would put him above Dame. I probably would put John Wall probably right below. I would put him in the next tier down of point guards. He's a great talent. He hasn't had great coaches. You know, I mean, I'm not a guy. Oh, Russell. How the hell I forget about Russell? Russell's in the top 5.
Oh, yes, that's facts.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't had great coaches, so I don't know what the accountability factor has been for John Wall. He's talented enough to be there, but I don't know if it's health or if it's just work ethic that you know what I'm saying? He's missing one of the two. You know, he's not held accountable to actually lead the team like that. Like you just assume. And he puts up great stats. You know what I'm saying? He puts up great stats, but when it's crunch time, I don't see his leadership because it's not always about scoring. You know what I'm saying? It's about putting your team in the right position to score. And so, you know, you can win. And during crunch time is kind of where, you know, I'm not going to say he defers by any stretch of the imagination, but you start to see Bradley Beal take over games. You know, even sometimes guy was in Otto Porter.
Yep,
Otto Porter Jr. will take over a game sometimes. So, yeah, I mean, he's still young, so the opportunity's still there. But he goes in that second tier. I definitely would put him in that second tier. So I would put obviously the 4 I gave you. You know, CP3, Russell Westbrook. You know, Kyrie, of course. You know, so Dame would probably be 5. We'll give him 5.
Okay, all right.
We'll give him 5.
Corey, what you got for us?
Same exact one. Those are the top 5. Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Dame Lillard, Russell Westbrook, with Lillard coming in at 5 as the 5th best point guard. Yeah, and yeah, it's everything Lauren said. I echo the same sentiments. Yeah, John Wall is right. He right under there. He'd be at number 6, and he's on that second tier with I believe Mike Conley Jr.
Yeah.
Saying my Charles Barkley voice, Kyle Lowry, Kyle Lowry. That's about it. Yeah, that's my second tier right there.
Nah, you said Kyle Lowry. Who was the other one you said?
Mike Conley Jr.
Yeah, man, that's Conley steady Eddie, man. You know what I'm saying?
True.
He's steady Eddie. He's in a smaller market, so you know.
Not too many eyes on him.
Yeah, he's kind of a Kawhi Leonard type of player. You know, he benefits from being in small markets where he doesn't have the media pressure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Conley. Yeah. And after but yeah, is Lillard about to be a free agent?
I
thought they locked him up. Oh, they just so they didn't
not yet. But I don't see Portland having any reason not to give him a max.
Right.
Yeah,
there is no reason not to give him the max. Like, he's better than CJ McCollum. You know, so there's no reason. There's no reason at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are the top ones, and then probably in that just for extra, probably in that third tier, I'd probably go with a Dennis Schroeder, Reggie Jackson, Dragic, Teague, Drew Holiday. There's a lot of point guards in the league.
Drew Holiday has come back on strong.
Yeah, and there's a couple more, maybe Rubio. But yeah, there's a lot. It's more of a, he has his moment. He's a great point guard. He's a good point guard. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a point guard,
a pure point guard.
He can run an offense well.
Yeah, Rondo also. I think Rondo's up and down in the regular season, but playoff time, it's hard to find. Outside of the stars, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to find anybody, really better than Rondo from playoff time. But yeah.
Damian. Oh no, never mind. That was last year. James Harden.
James Harden. Yeah.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Technically, are we really calling him a point guard now?
Yeah.
Well, last year he did. He ran point last year.
Well,
this year, no.
Like pure because if we went. There could be a couple guys. I mean, if you could, we're talking about like actual position because I mean, if you want to do that, we could start. We'd have to throw, we'd have Harden. We'd have to throw LeBron James, Draymond Green, Ben Simmons. So yeah, they
Jokic. Yeah, we would have to toss in all those positions.
Now let's talk about upside for a minute, though.
Okay.
About upside for a minute.
I'm here. What's up?
Utah Jazz. Rookie of the year.
We talking about Mr. Mitchell, young Mitchell.
Oh, yeah. Mitchell.
That's Donovan.
Yeah.
Shooting guard though.
Nah, he plays.
He plays the point.
Nah, he plays the one.
He plays at it, but he's not. He's positioned. See, it's interchangeable. He's really
I agree. He's a shooting guard, but so is Steph.
See, I would have. Steph's actually at point because Clay's the shooting guard. See, it's a tricky thing. They done took it all away. When you say point guard, I think they gotta say guard now. They gotta use different terminology because
combo
just
guards.
Going at because if we just going at
guards.
Yeah, because if we just going at position, you know what I'm saying? Because if we say guards, Donovan Mitchell would be on that second tier.
Right.
That was Dennis Smith Jr. playing a point.
Yeah. Dennis Smith is a point. So yeah. And he's got great upside. Yeah. Got Sexton in Cleveland.
Yeah. See, I'm not so I'm sold, but I'm not sold. So like everybody else is just like, oh my god, he's got the potential to be the next LeBron, or he has what's the word before? he has the I guess the drive to be like the drive of Jordan and Kobe, and he has the potential to be LeBron. I'm like, okay, y'all going a little bit too overboard. I ain't sold like that.
You know who's drawing new comparisons to Kobe?
Jason Tatum.
Oh man.
Now I don't agree with it.
You said
stretch of the imagination.
They said Tatum. They compared Tatum with Kobe.
They looked at their games, those first couple years in the league, and they said that they're eerily similar.
Yeah, because Kobe was Tatum's favorite player when he was young. His dad wanted to be like Paul Pierce.
But Kobe is Kobe.
These people done forgot.
Yeah, Kobe is Kobe.
Oh my God! It's so mind blowing, dog. How people forget so fast, man. They forget. Kobe Bryant is once in a lifetime type of player. Y'all people forget. Stats. You could just go to YouTube highlights. They can do you. You'll see how what type of player he was there, but even that won't even do full justice, man. Kobe Bryant is a once in a lifetime player, man. He commanded quadruple teams at times. You know what I'm saying? They forget fast, man. They forget fast. That's big shoes to live up to. If he can, Tatum showing that. Yeah, nah, I don't see it. Tatum's more of Paul Pierce to me.
Yeah, that's what his dad said he wanted him to be.
Yeah.
All right, so
more Paul.
So let's talk about some before we get to the big thing tonight. Let's talk about some of the stuff that happened. The Thunder have agreed to trade Carmelo Anthony and a protected 2022 first round pick to the Hawks for Dennis Schroeder and Mike McCusley. I don't know how you say that name.
Mike Muscala.
Muscala went to the Sixers. Yeah.
Oh, so it was a 3-team trade.
Yeah,
3-team trade. Yep.
Okay. League sources tell Adam Scheffler. So, what was you guys' thoughts on that? Melo to Atlanta.
No, they're gonna release him. They said he's planning on releasing him.
Yeah, they said they're gonna wait. Let him go wherever he wants to go. That's the right thing to do. Atlanta doesn't. They got Trae Young, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
And Dennis Schroeder. That's been a known fact that he was done eventually. So somehow you got to figure out how to get his salary off the books. So this is how Oklahoma was able to get his salary off the books. You know what I'm saying? Because by trading him, they're not responsible for his salary. They don't take on as much as they would have had to, basically, by just flat out waiving him. And so Atlanta actually absorbs some of that salary, and that's why they had to give up their draft pick as well, since Atlanta agreed to absorb some of his salary.
Yeah.
So he'll be in Houston for the I ain't gonna say the veterans minimum. He'll get, he might do a Boogie Cousins deal for real. He may do a Boogie Cousins deal and sign for 5 to 7, and see what he could do. I don't like it, but it depends on how you watch basketball. If you watch basketball from the advanced analytics standpoint, it's not a bad fit because when you put Carmelo in a pick and roll, he actually plays the pick and roll well when he has to switch off onto another defender. But it's just, what is his role going to be offensively? Because James Harden ain't coming off no points.
Right.
Chris Paul ain't coming off the basketball. And, Clint Capella. So I mean, it relegates him to being a spot up shooter, or being willing to come off the bench as the sixth man and lead the second unit. So it's kind of up to him on what he wants his role to be, but he's not gonna be a go-to scorer. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Corey, what you got?
Yeah, he back with D'Antoni. Back with D'Antoni again, and so yeah, he'll be a good spot up shooter. That goes in, to fill that role of what Trevor Ariza. No, he's a better shooter than Trevor Ariza.
But Trevor Ariza had defense.
Yeah, but they still got Tucker out there. PJ Tucker. It just won't. They'll take a little loss on defense, but yeah, Carmelo, I believe it can work. It'll be able to work. It's just more shooting. It'll definitely help them out if they can make that pickup. But as far as OKC, man, I think that's a good pickup for them getting Schroeder. For a backup to Westbrook.
There's another move coming.
Huh?
There's another move coming.
What you mean?
He's not a backup point guard.
Huh? Oh, he's not?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he could start on a lot of teams.
Gonna start?
No. He's not going to start for Oklahoma City.
No, you said they're gonna move.
I wonder if there's another move.
Yeah.
I don't see him wanting to come off the bench. I mean, maybe he accepts that role for a year, but I don't see that being a long-term solution.
Man, he'd be a great six man. He'd be a good six man for them. Because they got
they bench does need help.
Yeah, I mean they already got Adams, George. Westbrook and George are the scorers. Steven Adams, he's tough in the paint. Robertson's a great defender, outstanding defender. Yeah. So and then you have Schroeder come in and lead that second squad. I think that'll be a great fit for him. But yeah, hopefully I think that'd be a good move for him to keep him. Better than what they got right now.
Well, I think it's more so him than them.
Yeah.
I think it's more so them than him.
Yeah, he want to shine.
Okay. All right. So
show off his hair.
The blonde streak.
Yeah. That was for his tribe or some shit like that. But
honey badger of the NBA.
His tribe. Turned Wiz Khalifa tribe.
All right. I have something for y'all. This is gonna sound crazy. This is gonna be the average guy will pop up in the corner right here, stirring up the pot because it might get hot. But Carmelo Anthony to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, hell no. Oh, please don't make me vomit.
Melo to the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron James. What are y'all thoughts? Oh, I think Lauren got froze.
Nah, I'm not frozen at all.
No.
That bad, no.
That's a negative.
Well, here, it's really about fit. Like the Lakers are already winged out.
That is
like
very true.
They're winged out, so they have absolutely no need for a Carmelo. The Clippers might, but not the Lakers. No, that's no, not at all.
All right, so we're gonna move over to the next big free agency signing. Marcus Smart signs a 4-year deal, $52 million to stay with the Celtics. What is y'all thoughts? Corey, I'll let you go first.
That's what they're supposed to do. Get him in there. Get him in there. He's a outstanding role player, tough player, great energy. He can score. He can score when needed. Also, he's not a dynamic scorer or anything like that, but he scores at great times. And like I said, he plays defense. Tough. He's just another cog to that machine. It's so deep, man, and it doesn't look like they haven't lost anybody. They haven't, man. They still got. It's going to be interesting seeing how they make this work, but I think they can make this work. It's just going to have to be sacrificed. It's going to have to be sacrificed, but I think Brad Stevens is a great coach. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes in the middle of the season and they're complaining about minutes because, I mean, man, that's a stacked team. You got Kyrie Irving. I haven't heard Al Horford is winning. From what I know, Al Horford will be returning. Gordon Hayward, he'll be playing. Mm-hmm. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. You got Theus. You got Theus. Who else?
Rozier.
Morris. Terry Rozier. This is
Asawatami. That ain't his last name.
Yeah, he's tough too. He plays hard. Yeah. He plays hard too. Yeah, he's like number 30 or something.
Yeah. Aguilar some shit.
Yeah. So, like, man, they're going to the finals. Yeah, they're going to the finals. That's my pick out of the East. Nobody's gonna beat them. They're going to nobody's gonna see them in a 7-game series, man. That's just unless they implode off of ego. You know what I'm saying? And I won't be surprised anymore, man, because when I always thought, and maybe there's some confusion in the story, and we're gonna get to him, but I always thought Kawhi was a laid back dude, but the way the media has portrayed him, man, it's kind of like damn, really? So you never know what to expect out of the players and what different talks that goes on behind the scenes, man. But he's a yeah, man, if they can keep this together, man, and, Brad Stevens work his magic like he's been doing since he's been in the league, man, nobody's going to stop them, man, and they're going to be ready. They're ready to take on anybody in the West, even Golden State. I don't think they can beat Golden State in the 7-game series personally, but I think it can go to a 7-game series. I think they can beat them. They can beat them in the 7-game series. I don't think they will. If you ask me who I got my money on, those are my picks. It's going to be Boston and Golden State in the finals next year. And, yeah, Golden State's going to edge it out. But I think Boston, man, that's a strong team, man. That's too many damn weapons, man. It's going to be interesting seeing how they make all these pieces fit.
Yeah, Lauren?
Hey, man, good for Marcus Smart, man. $13 million a year, good for him. Get your money. There's got to be another move coming. I just don't see having that many good players on one team. Yeah. So, maybe come trade deadline, you'll see them make a couple moves. Because you want to start off the season with a group like this because you want to see what you have.
Right.
And what gels, what doesn't gel. I say by the trade deadline, that I'll say 2 of them would be gone. 2 people would be gone out of Boston. I want to say, it'll be a big name and an intermediate name. Like I'm just gonna throw this out there. But like a Gordon Hayward and a Terry Rozier type of move.
Ooh, I was thinking Kyrie Irving and like a Marcus Smart type of move.
Nah, they're too small, similar players. Or at least they play the same position, so I don't see a team wanting to take on both of them. I could see a big move come to trade deadline for Boston just because we just named off 11. I think we named off 11 players. You know what I'm saying? I'll give them quality minutes, and we ain't even. They've got a couple other players, that we didn't even mention.
Yeah.
What's Man Bun's name?
No, he's not on the team no more.
Aaron
Banks.
Banks.
That's right.
Aaron Banks.
I was thinking that was with the other dude went to Miami.
Jesus, man, they are deep, man. I forgot about Banks.
So somebody's
getting traded.
Yeah, so it has to happen. You know what I'm saying? It has to happen. I'm not about. I'm all about the players, man, because. The NBA is all professional sports are businesses. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm all about the players, maximizing your dollars. putting yourself in a better financial position. Because when you look at basketball and football, it's predominantly black players. Kids that come from poor families and things like that. And so, if you have an opportunity to collect millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying, and better your life, better the life of your family, things of that nature. I mean, two thumbs up, man. So, I mean, the contract, the numbers, 13 million, that's great for him. $13 million a
Right.
year to come off the bench. Granted, he gives them great quality minutes. Yeah. So good for him. Good for Boston too. That they're able to keep one of their aces. You know what I'm saying? Because he is one of their glue guys. He's one of those glue
Mm-hmm.
guys. You know what I'm saying? Provides that great Draymond Green toughness is what I call it. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's a win-win for both teams. But you watch for a big splash come trade deadline.
Okay. Yeah. Another thing before we get to the big thing in the NBA, Jabari Parker just signed a 2-year deal with the Chicago Bulls. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. He's from Chicago. I don't know. I think it was a bad contract, but 2 years. I think it was like 40 something mil. It ain't the first. It's not the worst contract, but what is your thoughts on that?
Jay Barry, get your money, Jay Barry. It's a 2-year deal. I think it's a team option for the second year though.
Okay.
So I mean, if it works, great. I don't like the statement that he came out and made where he was like, they didn't sign me to play defense because everybody talked about it, his lack of
Yeah.
defense. And he said they didn't sign me to play defense. But I mean, I mean he's been a strong offensive player, so it's really just a matter of can he stay healthy. Like that's what
Right.
it comes down to. Can he stay healthy? Because no, he's not gonna protect the paint, but you can put other rim protectors in the paint. I don't know because I don't follow them much, but I know you got marketing. So he at least gives you size. Sometimes size is really all you need to clog up the paint. Uh, uh, what's
We
the dude
need
that what's the dude that punched his
Bobby
teammate in the
Portis.
face?
Bobby Portis.
I mean, Portis is a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they have some pieces to be a decent team. I mean, they're still a work in progress, but I
Yeah.
mean, they've got a couple pieces to work with, and I mean, he provides them a great scoring punch. So
Right.
whether he does it as a starter or whether he comes off the bench as a six man, like he provides them a scoring punch that they need, because he can play inside out. So no, it's a good move for both sides. 1 year, you take a chance, see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work out, you release him. If it does, you pay him another 20. I mean, it may be, after that, maybe they say, hey, let's crunch these numbers, and we'll give you a more long term deal, but less money. Maybe they only give them like 18 million. Maybe they give them 50 million over 3 years or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is about 17 and a half a year. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I ain't mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Get your money, Jay Barry. Jay Barry, get your money.
Corey, you on next? What you got for us?
Man, that's two. The man got like two ACL sprains, man. That's a risky deal. That's a risky deal. He showed a little flashes, man, of his athleticism, and he was loosening up in the playoffs. 20 million, man. 20 million, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. But Chicago's throwing anything at the wall, see if it stick right now, man. I mean, they just came from something devastating, man. They basically, man, they had a dynasty, man, put together, man. Just
Yep.
think of all the things that could have been. Derrick Rose, he was
Joakim
that was
Noah.
MVP. Know what kind of
Oladipo.
but you had them, and then Jimmy Butler came in. Just imagine if they were at full strength. So yeah, Yeah, they trying to bring that back, man. They had Thibodeau's gone, everything just fell apart. So they trying to bring it back, man. But they got some good young players. $20 million for Jabari Parker, man. I don't see it, man. He's too injury prone. He's only played 183 games in 4 seasons. Man, that's ridiculous. What's 183 times 4? About.
Well, he's basically played a third of the games in his career.
About 40 games.
Yeah.
About 40 games a year. He's only man. That's he's got a. I don't know. Hey, all power to him. All power to him.
The thing is, when you talk about salary cap, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got to spend the money. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just sit on the money. I mean, it doesn't make you any money if you sit on it. Essentially, you know what I'm saying? They had to give it to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Get the fans.
And right now, Chicago's not, at least from a basketball standpoint. You know what I'm saying? It's not a destination, you know what I'm saying, for a basketball player. And it's so hard. I mean, God, you had the greatest, you know what I'm saying, doggone player ever to play the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and, they thought they had something when Derrick Rose came, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you don't replace no damn Jordan. So how do you make up for it? You have to keep at least a strong team. And they had it, you know what I'm saying? And then...
Yeah.
Injuries and egos got in the way, and, got to bottom out.
All right. So the one guy I want to toss out that hasn't gotten signed yet is Dante Exum. I haven't really paid attention to him, but last time I checked, he was somebody. Decent. Oh, he signed with somebody?
I don't remember who, but he did sign. It was like a 2-year deal for like $15 million or something. 2 years, $15 million or something like that. I'll have to look it up because I'm pretty sure that I thought he did sign with someone.
Okay.
I just don't remember who it was.
The fella, he's supposed to be the new Kobe, huh?
Oh, Jason Tatum.
That's what they said. Exum.
Yeah, that's said about Dante Exum.
That's what they said about Exum.
Man, Dante Exum still look like he fits in.
I'm happy Jabari got get that money, get as much money as he can, but it's just, man, that's $20 million, man. But yeah, get that money. Get the money.
Welcome back home, Jabari. But all right, so let's get to what we came here to do. Talk about the big trade that a lot of people seen coming and a lot of people didn't see coming. So Toronto sent away DeMar DeRozan. And I don't know who else to the San Antonio Spurs for Kawhi Leonard and I think Danny Green. Was it Danny Green? Or not Danny Green, whatever that dude's name is. The 3-point.
Yeah, Danny Green went from San Antonio. He went to Toronto.
Yeah.
Jacob, or I think it's Jacob or whatever, Podol.
Oh, Podol.
He went to San Antonio with Kawhi. I mean, with DeRozan.
Yeah. So, what is your thoughts on this big trade that's happening?
I like it.
Great for San Antonio. I saw somebody gave San Antonio a damn a D+ and gave the Raptors an A. I think the Raptors took they're taking a gamble. They're taking a gamble. They're taking a big gamble. Because I mean, if this doesn't work, man, if they can't convince Kawhi to stay up in Canada, man, this is gonna bite them in the ass. That they're gonna be done for a while. Yeah, San Antonio. I told y'all, man, he wasn't going nowhere. San Antonio wasn't gonna trade him nowhere in the West. And they went even deeper. They deported his ass out the country. They pulled They pulled a Donald Trump on his ass. said you want to play with us and think we gonna give you what you want. Like, nah, you going to Toronto. So now, man, he'll be a free agent after this year, man. That's a huge fucking gamble. As far as DeRozan, I think he'll be great under Popovich. Him, they got Murray. He's a button. He's coming up at point guard. LaMarcus, LA. That's my guy. I like him. He'll be able. DeRozan will be able to pair up with him. But as far as I think it's all a good move on San Antonio because you can't do nothing but get no better. I mean, they were out without Kawhi last year, and they still made the playoffs. So all this is going to do is this is going to boost them up. They'll be a threat in the West. And then, like I said, as far as Toronto, this is a huge. What's happening, man? What's happening? That they man, not a damn thing. It's a huge gamble. Man, it's just gonna bite him in the ass if he don't stay, man. If he doesn't stay, he said he wants to go to LA. But yeah, we're gonna see.
Go to LA.
Talking about Kawhi Leonard and DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
Rosen sounds too much like D-Rose, like Crutchfield.
D-Rosen.
Coming in fire. All right. Reporters say that Kawhi Leonard has no desire in playing in Toronto and will leave at the end of the year. Do you guys believe that he will leave at the end of the year, or if they get to the finals, do you think he might stay?
Never know. Never know with Kawhi.
Here's what I'll say. I mean, winning does cure all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think if they make a deep playoff run, that possibility does loom out there. They had to go all or nothing. This was a big splash. Here's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in the noise that come the trade deadline, because I personally, if I'm the Lakers or the Clippers, I think I'm standing pat. Honestly, I think I'm standing pat, and I'm not going to offer any of my assets to try to get them. But I'm interested to know if you start hearing murmurs, you know what I'm saying, come the trade deadline about how he's starting to like it and he might stay, because teams will leak some information like that, because then it puts, the two LA squads, it's like, oh man, we might want to, we may want to figure out how to put a deal together to get him, because we don't want to lose him. And so it's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I will say is that I wonder if Ujiri regrets firing Casey now, because you bringing in a rookie head coach to play with a star player. You know what I'm saying? At least Dwayne Casey had, respect in the league. You bringing in a brand new dude to coach a disgruntled player. I mean, really is what you're doing. So you're putting a lot of eggs in his basket to try to make sure that, the team is winning and that they keeping Kawhi happy. Now, what they have created is a lethal defensive squad. I will give them that, because you got three wings that can switch on anybody. They can switch on anybody. And Valanciunas ain't no slouch in the paint. You know what I'm saying? He's not a slouch in the paint. So they have created a great defense. It's going to be a matter of, is their offense strong enough to compete in the West without DeRozan? Because, pretty much it leaves your scoring to Lowry and Kawhi. And that's basing that Kawhi is even going to play hard. I'm not sold that he's going to play hard. If his heart is really set on going to LA, whether it's the Clippers or the Lakers, I mean, is he going to give 100% effort? I mean, because it impacts his money and his image across the league if he doesn't play hard. But I don't know how much. I feel like the Lakers and the Clippers would be like, well, he just really didn't want to play for them. So, he'll play hard once he makes it here. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know, man. Like, I'm just kind of, I ain't gonna say I'm off of Kawhi, you know what I'm saying? But like, he just handled this all piss poor. he handled this whole situation piss poor, man. I'm not impressed with him. I'm not impressed with his
Beta Mellish.
representatives. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whoever his team is, man, like they ain't play this right. You know what I'm saying? They ain't play this right at all. You know, and so I'm just not with. I'm just not with the way he did it. It's a great move for both teams. I think for the Spurs, it gives them stability, which is what they love. You know what I'm saying? Because they got DeRozan for at least 3 years. And, you know, I mean, a year under Pop, and he may love it down there. You know, ain't got to pay no damn taxes. You know what I'm saying? Because they in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So it's more money for him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a year under Pop, he may love it. You know, maybe that'll give Pop some ammunition to want to coach a little bit longer. Toronto had to go hard or go home, though. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean,
why you think they got rid of DeRozan, though? Well,
because they had to, like, they had to move DeRozan or Lowry. One of them had to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you think they couldn't?
It's been.
You think they couldn't?
Nah, they couldn't win, and they figured. You know what I'm saying? You know, granted they kept losing to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you had to blow it up in some capacity. It was one or the other. Because I'm sure that, you know, ownership was like, they can't win.
4-0. 4-0, yeah. They got
you know what I'm saying? We gotta make some changes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Valanciunas is kind of a bottleneck a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because he plays primarily in the paint, and you know the NBA is more of a free-flowing game now. You know what I'm saying? Moving the ball movement oriented type of game. So he's kind of a bottleneck, but I mean, it's the head coach was one of the assistant coaches last year. So, you know, maybe he can tailor an offense, you know, that benefits, you know, all of their skills. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I will say is, you know, with these younger players, think about this for a minute. When Kawhi came in the league, like Kawhi wasn't a scorer. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi couldn't shoot like that. You know, he just put in that work, you know, and so he has an opportunity to become a leader and maybe teach some of these wings, you know what I'm saying, how to elevate their games to the next level. Because I'm telling you now, you know, they're going to give a lot of teams fits defensively just because they're long. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, and they're athletic. You know, long and athletic gets you a lot in the NBA on defense now. You know, so it'll be interesting. I don't see him sticking around, but I can guarantee you Toronto's going to leak some shit come the trade deadline to make teams think that he's going to stay. You watch.
Take some of their money and everybody turn into Jordan.
You said Toronto's going to leak something?
Yeah.
To make him so teams won't want him? Because I would
no. So teams will want to give up assets. Like, I'm thinking they leak some. So, you know, the Lakers or the Clippers are like, oh man, you know, or even, I mean, Boston's in such a great position, but that's where I start talking about that whole Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier type of move. You see where I'm going with it?
That's nasty. Yeah.
So,
this is the spicy hour.
Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah.
So
I see that.
I could see it, man. I could see it. Even Philly could get in the sweepstakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got some assets they can give up. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, they'll move anybody to Canada, and apparently, like they say, you ain't got to worry. It's not a state. The whole country gonna love your ass.
Mm-hmm. And Drake gonna love you too.
Yeah. Put you on the mixtape. Yeah. Hey, and just a quick little tidbit, man. Dante Exum re-signed with the Jazz, 3 years, $33 million.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, shout out to Dante Exum.
Yep.
All right. Corey or Ryan, which one you want to go next?
Corey went already.
Oh yeah, that's right. So Ryan, it's on you.
I'll just say cut everybody pay, and they all gonna ball. Make them niggas work for them millions, man. Fuck them Nike deals, man. Get them niggas a regular man paycheck. You can pay me $1 million. You can save some money. save some money, cut LeBron, and just pay me $1 million a year, and I'll watch every motherfucking game.
You start dunking, man. Shoot.
Right.
I'll buy everybody jersey. I'll advertise your shit for you.
So stupid.
All right. So the question I have in the NBA is, all the NBA players need to realize that this is a business and we're only talking business moves. There's no such thing as love. There's no such thing as camaraderie in you and the team. So you need to understand, like, you can be traded and cut at any time. Yeah. And they don't have to call you and let you know. I understand it's disrespectful, but hey, it's a business.
You referring to the DeMar DeRozan thing?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
that's disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
They just shouldn't have said nothing. Like, you better off saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he should have been smart enough to understand everybody and anybody's tradable, but they didn't even have to come to him. They could have been like, DeMar, we love you, but we're exploring all of our options. That's all you gotta say. Yeah. Like, you don't gotta look him in the eye and be like, oh no, you're our guy, DeMar. You're our guy. We love you in Canada. You ain't gotta do all that. Just be like, we're exploring all of our options. You know what I'm saying? So we could put you up on the block. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, DeMar's sensitive too, so you can't be messing with his emotions like that.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
You know, DeMar, Greg Popovich gonna have some work to do now, because he gonna come in the locker room all grumpy, tired. Coach, they said they weren't gonna trade me.
He got the Kevin Love thing. He got depression too, don't he? He one of the depression advocates. And woo. And did you see his IG post? Yeah, he had an IG post. Yeah, it was all black, and you know what I'm saying? And man.
Yeah, but what, the players got to be smart though, and some of them are. LeBron does it. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant does it. Ain't no loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about this. When Kevin Durant came in the league, Oklahoma was still in Seattle.
Yep.
And they told him, "Hey, you gonna be a supersonic for life." Yeah. Next year, these fools are OKC. You know what I'm saying? He think he getting ready to get that nice, diverse Seattle life, and then here he comes. They didn't brought him out there with to the capital of the Bible Belt.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, ain't no loyalty. That's why I say, man, like, I know, like, my man Corey like the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I like the players. I will always defend the players over the team, because the team is out to make the most money they can. So you just a pawn on the chessboard, and they'll move you at any point.
Fuck
you
the
know
players.
What I'm saying? There's a there's a couple players. There's a couple players that they won't do that to. But everybody else, tradable.
Oh yeah, you expendable.
Tradable, man. You can get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, if you fuck my mama, nigga, I'm beating your ass.
There's no
requesting a trade, nigga.
Yeah, there's no loyalty.
Your teammates can hit your mama, nigga, and you supposed to be cool with that, nigga. Hell nah. Nigga, he got a misunderstanding every time I see your bitch ass. Nigga.
Derek Fisher.
It'd be fourth quarter, nigga. It'd be fourth quarter with 30 seconds left, nigga. And I'm gonna beat the shit out of LeBron, nigga. He fuck my mama, nigga. Fuck this game, nigga.
Nah, LeBron was the one that was getting his mama hit.
I know. I'm just saying, he the nigga you gonna pass the. He the one you gonna pass the ball to for that game-winning point, nigga. Fuck that point, nigga. I'm holding up for your ass. Nigga.
Hey, you saw Delonte didn't last that long after that shit.
He working at a furniture. He bagging groceries at Walmart or something now.
Yeah, that nigga always got that memory.
LeBron was like, put his ass in a halfway house. fuck releasing him, put him in a halfway house.
All right, Corey, you up next.
But man, ain't no man, that's disrespectful, man. But that's how business has always been. It was built off of that. Man, you remember, man, back then, I think I've said this before, man, the Alabama coach, the great Bear Bryant, you know, as they say, great Bear Bryant, he didn't even want niggas on his squad, you know what I'm saying? But then he saw the competitive edge that they brought to his team. So, you know, he had no choice at that point, you know, hey, bring him in. Bring him in. But he said he would never play with no, you know, have no black player on his team. And, you know, he changed his mind real quick.
Yeah, y'all go head on over there and grab Cookie.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I do the same voice.
Yeah, that's the game, man. But yeah, I mean, the more I learned the lesson, how cutthroat the business is, man. You know, it's something that it needs to be told to all players before they come in, man. When it comes to those owners and everything, man, you have no damn friends. You have no friends because they hold your future in their hands. I don't care how friendly they are, how many drinks y'all, you know, how many times y'all went out to the bar, or you know what I'm saying, tag team on a chick or something, you know, whatever the hell.
Same shit.
You know, no matter what the fuck they did, man, they hold it's about their pockets. They have people that they have to answer to. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, the majority of them, and that's not to say there hasn't been any stand-up owners, because there has been stand-up owners and you know, players that have had great relationships with them, but don't expect it. Don't expect anything, because all you're going to get your feelings hurt. You're going to get your feelings hurt doing that shit.
You might get a finger in your ass. The NBA is Birdman and the players is Lil Weezy Jr.
No Vaseline.
No Vaseline. About the NFL is what you thinking about.
Yeah. NFL is, you know,
NFL way worse.
Nah, they paying players, and they give players more power in the NBA than they do a lot of leagues. NFL, oh no, NFL, that's no Vaseline, doggy style. You know, man, they fucking them boys bad.
You like, you beat up your bitch? You drop that mixtape? You ain't break bread, nigga?
I tell you, I go even further about how there ain't no loyalty in the NBA. Where Tony Parker playing at?
Charlotte.
That's true.
Well, I mean, but think about this.
Isaiah Thomas. They need to. My bad. They need to learn that the key word is.
Yeah.
We will never trade you.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Isaiah Thomas. They told him the exact same thing, and then boom, he was gone.
And his sister had just died. And everything. And they were celebrating him and everything. They said, "Hey, we got business to do." Yeah, it's cutthroat, man. Yeah,
hey, who's the owner of Boston?
I'm not sure.
No clue.
He is a pimp, because I don't know who he is.
Man,
we all know Danny Ainge, the general manager, but I don't know who the owner is.
That's true. That's something to look up right there. That's definitely something to look up.
Because he just be sitting back like, Danny, do your thing, man. I'm over here collecting these checks.
I see you doing good. Whatever you need, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so moving to episode 67, Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios. Make sure y'all hit the hearts, man. Make sure y'all hit them hearts. iTunes. Hit the reviews, 1 star, 3 stars, because 3 is my favorite number, or 5 stars, and also hit us with a review. Let us know how we doing. So in the NFL, we talked about people retiring last Tuesday. Talked about people retiring Tuesday. When I asked the question, who do you think that will retire next? Darrelle Revis retired. He announced his retirement.
Darrelle
Revis is finally, Revis' island is finally finito.
Oh no, Revis Island has been finito. Darrelle Revis retired, but Revis Island's been bombed on. They bombed that a lot. They pulled a Hiroshima. They pulled a Hiroshima on Revis Island.
Nigga suck it.
Yeah, boom.
Still one of the coldest to ever play the game.
Oh yeah, he was cold. He was cold at his peak. It's hard to I don't know about ever. I'll give him one of the best ever. You know what I'm saying?
Top,
for a
top
generation.
5 corners. I give him top 5 corners.
Yeah, top 5 corner. Yep.
Him top 5. Yeah, man, he was
Honestly,
amazing.
Well, who was
really
all
ain't
right?
a lot
Let's
of players
let's go down the list right quick of cornerbacks. I mean, number one ever is Dion, no question.
Mm-hmm. Prime time.
Daryl Green.
But Daryl Green.
You see that nigga
Ed Reed?
though?
Who? Nah, Ed Reed was a safety.
Oh, he's a safety.
What's the dude name that played for Oakland, Corey? I know you would know.
Charles Wilson. Oh no, not Nnamdi Asomugha.
No. Older player. Black dude.
Oh, not sure.
Yeah.
He's cornerback.
Yeah, he was a cornerback. I can't think of his name, but
sure. I said Nnamdi.
Nnamdi
Asomugha.
I was like, wait, what? Nnamdi was cool. He was cool. He wasn't like great.
Nnamdi Asomugha.
Where do you put Richard Sherman? Where you put Sherman at?
Top.
Where you put Big Sherman?
6.
Top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah, top 10 is fair. That nigga ain't humble.
But I tell you, man, my best memory of Darrell Revis.
What?
Randy Moss threw them Jets home.
Through the dress burnt.
Through the Jets home. That fool stopped running and went to the sideline grabbing his hamstring. He never came back in the game.
He didn't know who he was fucking with.
Yeah. And that's when Revis was shutting down guys left and right every week. Nah, but when it came to Randy Moss.
Yeah, Randy Moss put the Jets on him, boy.
Yeah.
But he was a hell of a corner. I mean, there was a time when
you didn't throw the ball to his side of the field.
Yeah, he had like 2 interceptions. He had 2 interceptions, but the ball never came to that side. Like quarterbacks was like, all right, well, I guess we gotta throw it over here.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, I'm trying to find this what's the name real quick. Hold on.
Darrell Revis, you knew he was done when he caught the last case.
Yeah.
Before he came to the Chiefs with the one where they like beat up or some shit like that. And he was like, it wasn't me. It was like 3 in the morning.
I remember something like that. Yeah, I remember something like that. Yeah,
him and one of his partners, man, like beat up some dude, and then they tried to say that the guy had some friends with him, and they was harassing him, and he was somewhere where he wasn't supposed to be, and he was like, man, I was conducting a business deal, and they was like 3 in the morning.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was gritter hours, man.
All right, so another. I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find the top cornerbacks. But what I want to speak on, what's his name? The not the oldest. The wide receiver from Arizona, Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald said he will not. The only way he'll retire is if he retires. He won't pretty much won't play for no other team except for Arizona.
Yeah, so, retire next year.
Yeah. You saying next year?
He need to be.
Hell yeah.
He's still consistent.
I mean, he's consistent, but I mean, he's getting older. And I mean, the big thing for me again is, or is Arizona gonna start lowballing him because he's getting older? You know what I'm saying? To me, it's all about the money.
Yeah.
It's all about the money to me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Lester Hayes.
Man, these niggas
got Lester Hayes.
Money already.
Yeah. I forgot about Lester Hayes. Lester Hayes.
Yeah. Hey, boy, that
nigga like he ain't nothing to fuck with.
don't throw nothing his way. That's when they was wrapping their arms up with the same stuff that they be casting people with, clubbing you.
Oh damn.
Yeah, man. But he was cold in his day though. He was
Ronnie
cold
Lott.
in his day. Ronnie Lott was a safety though.
Yeah, he was a safety. Yeah, they got a.
Yeah.
But did he? Yeah, that's Ty Law.
He probably goes top 10. I don't know if I give Law top 5. He was good. I don't know if I give Ty Law top 5.
No, not top 5. Nah,
he probably gets top 10.
I don't even know about top 10. He was a great cornerback, but I don't know about top 10.
Hey, is Patrick Peterson a corner or
Patrick
Peterson is a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I always forget like he's that Arizona market. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got a cold safety and a cold receiver, but you're in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get a lot of that press. You know what I'm saying? You know, because Patrick Peterson is cold. You know what I'm saying?
Keep Talib top 15.
Who?
Them niggas
Keep
deserve
Talib.
a sweatshirt.
Man, he just need to keep his hand out people's chain. Yeah, I was not mad at Crabtree for snatching it, for fighting for snatching that chain off. Now he baited him into it, but
okay. They just naming everybody now. I saw Antonio Cromartie up there. They just naming. Yeah, they just naming people. Yeah, they just naming people now.
Because he
don't get a pass.
Because he won a couple Super Bowls.
His best times were in San Diego. And he was pretty cool. He was a good second option.
Right.
He was a good second option in New York. So, but damn, greatest of all time. I guess. Nah, Larry Brown was good.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of great corners in the league. I mean, Dale Carter, James Hasty.
James Hasty. Yeah.
There's a lot of great corners in the league. Revis Island. I mean, he had his little island, and then went to a peninsula. Then he was just on the block after that. He wasn't shit left.
All right, you over there reminiscing. You over there reminiscing. You said there's a lot of great corners in the league, and you said Dale Carter and James Hasty. You over there reminiscing. You are all the times when they were. Those are gone, huh? Those are gone. Yeah.
All right.
Jeez, some chefs.
So the hot topics, we're going to start off with those. Episode 67. Make sure y'all hit the hearts on SoundCloud. All right, Lil Boosie threatened to take his daughter off the wheel, and then he allegedly threatened to give her a black eye. So what is y'all thoughts on that?
For what?
Hey, I saw the videos. I saw his baby mama video when she went live on IG, and then I saw that nigga response. What did the daughter actually say or do?
Allegedly the daughter, I guess, was pillow talking to another rapper in Louisiana, and I guess mentioned something about Boosie, and then Boosie, and it got back to Boosie somehow, and then that's from what I did my research. That's what I've heard, and that's what
Are you talking about the daughter? Like, is she like 10 or something?
How old is the daughter? Because it says that she was says she was 5. I'll read a little bit. It says, let's see. It said the relationship between rap star Lil Boosie and the mother of his daughter has unfortunately took a sour turn, blase blah. Apparently over phone disagreement between the parents regarding their daughter escalated to volatile heights, blase blah. They talking about it and all that. In a clip from the live session, Tory's mother first discusses Boosie's legal controversy regarding the rapper's alleged role in the murder of her brother and Tory's uncle. And it's a whole bunch, and they were going back and forth over that. What'd he say? Said she admitted that the entire thing took a toll on her, especially as a mother who couldn't explain to her then 5-year-old daughter that her uncle was murdered by her father, even though he got acquitted because it ain't what the streets have. They go by what you can prove. And it said he called her, said he's gonna put her in a bag. Said he's gonna put her in a bag. Said he called her a bitch, allegedly. Like I said, it's all alleged because
we're talking about the daughter.
Yeah,
I think you're talking about the mama.
No, he's it was on the recorded conversation because he did say he was taking somebody out of the wheel, and it sounded like the mother is saying that it was the daughter. The mother was saying that it was the daughter and everything.
But bitch ass ain't in it no more. So
She's 5.
Nah.
How old is she? How old is she? Because
I'm gonna put it like this: it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. You know, this is pride. I mean, if
Lauren just froze
and doing that for
And another freeze.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. You back.
If the mother's been putting all that into the little girl's psyche for that long, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course that's what she believes. You know what I'm saying? You know, my daddy killed my uncle. You know, of course she believes that. You know what I'm saying? Because the mother's probably been saying that for, you know, probably five years or so. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how old the little girl is. So, I mean, I think that's a little bit extreme for him to be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially talking about physical violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to take her out the wheel, go for it. High five. You know what I'm saying? It's your business, your prerogative. But you gonna give her a black eye? Like, really? Really? Like what are you, like, if that does anything, it proves that you have a violent side, you know what I'm saying, that you had no control over. If you're talking about punching your own kids in the face, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so
now she said that nigga got she said he got anger issues and shit, like that nigga be wilding out and
shit. It's clear. Oh, it's very clear. It's very clear.
Yeah, I think a lot of what she said was true, because, like, I mean, it could have been like some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Some little sucker shit that came out her mouth or whatever. But you know what niggas say when bitches start talking to them. First thing come out there, but you a hoe. You the homies were your, you know what I'm saying? Niggas in the feelings and shit. Personally, I don't give a fuck how mad I am, man. My kids done pissed me off royally, man. The furthest thing I'll say is I'll beat your motherfucking ass, nigga. I ain't about to get nobody no black eye. No.
Yeah.
I mean, call them out their name and no shit like that, man. That's some sucker shit right there. But I mean, when the video I was watching, I don't know how recent it was, but apparently the daughter was with him for the summer. So, you know, that nigga must be doing something right. Like, you know, if y'all just now going to court for your little child support shit and y'all done already been for the custody shit or whatever, you ain't necessarily took the legal route to, you know, protect your child from him until he get his issues fixed or whatever. So, you know, I don't necessarily think that specific situation was as bad as it might have been made out to be, but that nigga went way too far saying that shit about his kid, though.
No, it's bad. No, this situation's bad. It's bad, and it may not have ended. It may not have no resolution or anybody got beat up, but this is the type of stupid shit that leads to just more stupid shit and all that back and forth and that little dumbass drama. Now you got him, she's sitting up there on Instagram Live, and maybe the mother has a right to, you know what I'm saying, but she need to go to police about that shit too. But you know, there's things with that too. She may not want to, you know, get threatened or anything. So, you know, but she was bold enough to put all that out on Instagram. So, I mean, why not, you know, go to the police about the shit too? And I'm not going to say, no, she shouldn't have went on Instagram or anything, because when the motherfuckers acting crazy, they deserve to be exposed, especially when they're threatening, you know, if she was 5-year-old or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, and then he comes back, but you knew what he was, you know what I'm saying, when you started fucking with him. So these are the consequences. You knew what the fuck he was. You want to deal with a gangster. Y'all niggas was hyping the nigga up on some gangster shit, you know what I'm saying, all these years. You knew he was a gangster when he was getting, you know what I'm saying, when he got charged with with all those murders. You knew he was a gangster when he killed your brother, you know what I'm saying? So why now? You know what I'm saying, all of a sudden you got mad and he said some shit you don't like. Now you want to put it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the shit gets all fucked up. But this is just a bunch of feminine behavior. And I'm not going to get into all that. We already know where it comes from and everything, the cycle. But we're just going to talk like it is right now. This is the exact feminine behavior. Then he comes on IG Live and talking about you was a hoe and you fucked 2 dudes at the same time and all this shit. But you had a baby. But you had a baby with him, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You had a baby with him. So, you know, you made that decision. You know, you made that the mother of your child and who you wanted to make a child with. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. But that's just, man, you see, this is just what goes on, man. You see this shit all the time, especially when there's no men. Even when there's men around, you know, there's still, you see men around, you still see them displaying behavior around, because it's just the real men have been taken out. You know what I'm saying? Were taken out from the start, so they don't know how to show the upcoming generation how to be men. And so that, you know, even though there could be, you know, there's men within the community, but when you see it, but that shit outweighs the shit that the kids are seeing when they see a certain behavior outweighing another behavior. It becomes, right. You know what I'm saying? It becomes ingrained with them. So this is just a bunch of fuckery, man. And you know what I'm saying? And people just need to learn from these people that are doing. You only get one life, and y'all just. This is what y'all do, man. Y'all waste y'all days doing this shit, trying to expose each other. Both of y'all are ignorant.
Expose him.
Y'all chose each other as
diss record, man. Some of that shit was funny as fuck.
Boosie got an album coming out.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has something coming out.
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. And I like Boosie. I like Boosie.
When did it come out?
I think I don't think that Boo Pop came out. I think that's some shit.
I thought that's been out.
Yeah, Boo Pop that's been out.
Boo Pop.
It could be. I just heard that shit in the video.
It came out like I want to say 5 to 6 months ago.
You need to track them album sales.
Yeah,
track them album sales.
Nah, he wouldn't do this. He wouldn't do this for. I think this will hurt. This will hurt him because people look at Boosie.
Why?
Why would it hurt? Because people look at Boosie.
Out that nigga.
Because people look
at his life. That shit his cousins was doing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, nigga, you had me boosting your Gucci and Louis, nigga. But
she did say within the same thing that that Boosie was the one that put the money on their head. So I mean, he you know what I'm saying? He the gangster. He got the goons to go out and do it. So I mean, he's still gangster, and that's what you wanted, was a motherfucking gangster. But this hurts Boosie because people look at him in a, you know, me personally, and I believe a lot of people do look at him in a certain light. He's hood, but he gives a lot of good game. He gives a lot of good game, and he tries to position himself, the image that he puts out. He tries to put out as far as, you know what I'm saying, given the circumstances he's been through, because like I said, people slip up. He come from the streets, you know what I'm saying, come from the hood, you know what I'm saying. He was involved heavily, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, and it's really hadn't been a lot of people to really dispute that. But you know what I'm saying, at the same time, he gives good game. He tries to, tries to show a level of change and elevating himself. So for this to come out, but a lot of times, people put that, and that's good that he puts that image out. Tries to give game, tries to say the right things. But people like that, they do. There's things that happen behind the scenes, and they may not actually be following the things that they say. You know what I'm saying? She's saying he calls his mama a bitch, and calls his auntie a bitch, and all that shit. That's all alleged because this is coming from her mouth. But she needs to take accountability for, what I'm saying, for even fooling with them. You knew this shit all this damn time. You knew about the other murders, but y'all want to hang with murderers and then get mad when they fucking start murdering. You know what I'm saying?
It's Boosie badass.
It's Boosie
badass. Tell your friends about me, nigga.
No shit. Yeah. We know he got a shit ton of kids. We know he got kids from like his homeboys that died or in jail that he adopted and shit like that. So yeah, I don't know.
That's stand up. That's a stand up move.
Yeah. All right. So Drake is out of his contract with Birdman, but signed back to the same place that he had his contract with, but he's no longer with Young Money no more. So what is y'all thoughts on that?
Who is he with?
Universal.
Yeah.
I hear Exodus 237 coming soon.
What's that?
This nigga Push. Nigga Push.
Yeah.
You gonna drop an extension to that Exodus diss on that nigga.
Yeah.
Push niggas like signed to one nigga, signed to another nigga, signed to three niggas. Well, so you remove the middle man, you still involved.
He gonna get more money. He get more money.
Oh, hell yeah. Nigga,
per album,
I'm
sure he's getting $20 million an album.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, who cares? I mean, it's not gonna change his music. You know what I'm saying?
nah.
I think that was just kind of a knee-jerk reaction to everybody trying to get at a Young Money. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, I mean,
Birdman just made a whole new group.
Not
some new young guy.
Oh, really? So you got new young guys to rub on? Who's in this one?
Yeah.
It's somebody from, I think, Young Thugs Camp or something.
He went back and got he went back and got Turk.
They call it the ass tacklers.
He went and got
They gonna be called the ass tacklers. Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. How street you claim to be, nigga. You do not talk and act like this, nigga. I don't think he give a fuck. People know he gay. I don't think he care. That nigga is gay. I don't give a fuck who features this nigga be on, who do music with him, bro. I can't fuck with nigga. He throw me 30 million, nigga. As much as I want to take it, nigga, I can't be associated with some dick sucking ass, nigga.
He go 30 million with the hand rub like.
Yeah,
all them niggas gay.
I don't know, like, you know, I feel like Drake's just in a weird spot right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
really,
it ain't nowhere for him to go. You know, in the hip hop game, you know, he kind of got exposed recently. You know what I'm saying? And so now he's trying to become this. I don't know what he's trying to become.
Street,
you know
nigga.
To be honest, no, I don't think he's trying to be street. Now, I did hear those freestyles.
He light skinned, but he's still a dark nigga.
he tries to cater. He caters to the streets. You know what I'm saying? He tries to because he wants that core audience, and that's the core audience. That's really the base in hip hop that'll stay around even when you start to fall off. If you got the streets, you know what I'm saying. You always going, you know. So he understood that from the start. But you think he you think he got exposed? You think he took an L though?
I'm not talking like, you know.
I listen to Duppy. The more you listen to Duppy, it's like, damn. It's like
now what's I don't follow Drake, you know what I'm saying? Because I've never been a Drake fan. Who is Duppy his last project?
No, Duppy's the diss.
I ain't talking about the beef. I ain't talking about the rap beef. That was lame anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about it general. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like he don't know who he is. You know, if you like, did you check out the 2 freestyles?
Yeah, we was actually gonna talk about them tomorrow.
We're gonna do so.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do something tomorrow.
We'll you know, y'all check out those teachable moments coming from the average guys.
Yeah.
But man, I've never been a Drake fan. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying he hasn't made good music. I've just never really been a Drake fan. I feel like he's always just tried to do what sounded best. You know what I'm saying? Like I've heard a couple of Drake tracks that leaked before they got out. And I'm like, where is this Drake? Like, this is the Drake that I want to hear, you know. But, you know, and maybe part of that was the way that Cash Money, Young Money kind of had everything set up where, you know, we need you to stay commercial because that's what's bringing in the dollars. Because Drake had some fire stuff, and I was like, why don't they ever put any of this out? And I know why.
He make music for niggas that turn down head.
Here we go.
He make music for niggas that turn down head. Yeah. Like, nah, baby, I'm cool tonight. I'm stressing.
Drake used to be like that. I think he been more. I think he kind of been more player. I think he kind of been more player lately, man. Real talk, dog. Drake known for fucking everybody's girl, and then Drake the main one. You got all these rappers that be talking this hard ass shit, but they be wifing up with strippers and shit. You know what I'm saying? They be wifing up with strippers, all them loving hip hop type of niggas, and what wifing with these old dusty hoes. Man, Drake fucked the bad hoes. You know what I'm saying? He fuck all the IG chicks. He fuck bad ones. He fuck all type of chicks, man. He'll dip out on them. You know what I'm saying? he fucking his friends' girls. And so
man, when I seen that nigga,
I don't think Drake as much as a green nigga as people think he is. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, he lost me when he was trying to fuck Wendy Williams on that Steve Harvey movie. That what they call that shit? What the fuck is that shit? What's the movie? Had all them Nick Kevin Hart and all them. It was Kevin Hart wife in the movie. Think Like a Man too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a movie though. That's a movie though.
Still, man, some shit this your pride, man.
Think about
Williams,
that.
Though.
Nah, think about it. No, think about because think about it. Think about why they put it in the movie because Wendy Williams is basically like we know Wendy Williams, ugly, Wendy, bitch. We know Wendy was looking funny, funny looking motherfucker. So you see Drake, you like, oh, what the fuck? That's her dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's more of a comedy thing.
Wendy Williams is shaped like Warren Sapp, nigga. Just not as much stomach. That bitch is the most funniest built motherfucker I've never seen in life.
She built like damn, I don't know what the hell, Skeletor or something, dog, from the fucking Thundercats, dog.
She built like a nigga that did bench press his whole life and never hit the squat rack. She built like them damn the flying squirrels that got all that extra meat and shit flapping she
off.
Like an upside down grimace, nigga. The purple nigga on the McDonald's bag, just upside down. That bitch is shaped like a heart for real, nigga.
You see what talking about Drake gets you.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Nah, but for real though, man, that nigga, Drake started off writing music for like bitches that was thinking about suicide and niggas that text laying on their stomach, kicking their feet in the air and shit. And he's just evolving to the crowd that be dissing his ass, so they could get on the bandwagon too. I appreciate some of that nigga music and shit, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you in the music industry, if you get the women to listen to your shit, everybody gonna listen to your shit, man.
That is facts.
Motherfucking facts. But
he made some hits.
As far as the hoes, man, everybody fall in love with hoes at some point, man.
Yeah, Drake has made lots of hits.
I don't know if it's necessarily hoes, because I think One Dance is one of the greatest songs ever made. I need one dance. One dance. I need a one dance. That's one of the greatest songs ever fucking made. I'll say that. I'll put that on everything.
I never heard that shit.
I was so far off Drake and I was like, another Drake song.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go listen to it because you give me the credibility now.
Y'all talking about? Y'all remember One Dance? It was that. Yeah. It was that. It had that Jamaican. I need a one dance.
Yeah, that's when he was making that Jamaican music.
Yeah.
Because the hood didn't love him. Yeah, that's when he was messing with Rihanna.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. He must have been messing with Rihanna and shit.
Hey, they say so. Somebody tried to say Kiki is Rihanna. I never even listened.
The real Kiki, there's a picture of her out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like some girl from like the UK or something.
She cute as
hell. Oh, really?
Yeah, she cute.
I've never even heard. And the bad thing is, I've never even heard this fucking Kiki song everybody keep talking about.
I swear
it was a joke.
Be blessed, because once you hear it, you ain't gonna never stop hearing it. That shit. Really? Oh my God.
I just see it in the memes. Everybody doing their little stupid dance and all that shit.
It's funny because I said that same shit, Corey. I was like, man, this shit corny, bro. If this was a song, I bet this would be some Drake shit. Then I found out the nigga that was his shit. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
That shit be slicky leg. I'll tell you. All right.
Average guys and girls, this is how we feel about Drake. Just so you know.
Yeah, I mean, we fuck with his music. But hey, fuck with us more. All right. So this is the biggest thing that happened all this week. I really wanted to get to this because we spoke about the Glock 9 situation a little bit Tuesday, right? So Gabrielle Union has come out and said that she is talking to Dwain Wads' sons because they only like light-skinned girls. They don't like dark-skinned girls. So she's trying to get them to start looking at dark-skinned girls in a different light. So what is you guys' thoughts on this? Lauren, I'll let you go.
Typical female shit. Bitches always trying to control, so also I don't want to talk out of turn, but that shit kind of irritated me. Like bitches always trying to control, so like why you like them light skinned bitches? They think they cute. Why you like them dark skinned bitches? They closer to the motherland. Like what them niggas like who the fuck they want? Shit. Fuck you worried about it for? Bitch, somewhere down your timeline, your mama, grandmama was a light skinned bitch. And she is smack the shit out of you hearing you say some stupid shit like that. Like these motherfuckers be talking to these kids like these different types of people don't exist. Like, why you like light skinned girls? Don't you know it's brown skinned bitches out here? Yeah, I see them hoes all the time. You know, man, that nigga got a preference. Shit, quit trying to force them on these hoes. It's like fat chicks. Niggas start posting pictures of fat bitches now all of a sudden. Wait until he get a chubby bitch like niggas ain't been fucking fat bitches since the beginning of time. What the fuck? These bitches ain't popping. They always been around here. Niggas Foopaloves. Niggas Foopaloves.
Nigga, this is a fire ass episode already.
Motherfuckers be bugging, man. Let them niggas fuck with who they want to fuck with. Long they ain't sucking no dick. Those you need to be happy about because I was suspect of all Will Smith kids, nigga, even the little girl. Like, shit, all them motherfuckers is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be worse. You worried about skin complexion and shit. You need to be happy them motherfuckers ain't out sucking penis. You lot of fags in the NBA. You worried about these niggas liking light-skinned girls. Man, get the fuck out of here. That nigga Dwain Wads probably done sucked some dick in his career. You ain't kissing that nigga in the mouth. Bitches always trying to control some shit. Man, fuck what she talking about.
Oh, this nigga said all the fags in the NBA. Why you gonna get up? Why you gonna get up?
Woo!
I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was a fire ass take. Woo! Oh, that average guy would pop up earlier in the clip, but damn. All right, Corey, I'll let you go.
My bad to all y'all homosexuals, man. I don't mean no disrespect. Love who you love. Just don't bring that bullshit over here, nigga. I'll beat your ass.
Man, the best thing she could do is be a fucking example. She's dark-skinned her fucking self. That's what kids need to see, man. See, you see too many dark-skinned bitches feeding into the different stuff, people say, and the propaganda that media puts on them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any, so they don't have any self-love for themselves. And they begin to act in, stupid ass ways. And so, like, you don't think your son ain't seeing that shit? He wake up, he grow up and, you know what I'm saying? He starts noticing. He sees it with the girls and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gonna, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just be the best example. I mean, motherfuckers are fucking dark-skinned hoes. I mean, I don't see the, I don't know. I don't see that. Yeah, I got to go with Ryan on this one, man. This is, motherfuckers is fucking the dark-skinned chick, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I will say, like I said, there is that propaganda. It does have a little effect. But I think for the most part, especially if he's around his people. Now, if you got him out there and, you know what I'm saying, wherever the fuck they out there, Rancho Cucamonga and shit like that, then, okay, maybe you trying to, educate him and tell him about certain stuff. But if you gotta bring him around your people. Bring him around the people. You know what I'm saying? Find somewhere. I know it's tough where we be at, you know what I'm saying? But there's some, they be around and motherfuckers, NBA players and shit, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's got got a light skin or white wife for everybody. I mean, if that's what you want, bring them around the people so they can see how they act. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're trying to trying to instill on them, but to be like, I don't want to be around those black skin girls because that's all that's on IG. It's like, why the fuck is he on IG? Fuck is he doing on IG? You know, so it's like, nah, bring him around your people. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Lauren, you up next.
I mean, I don't have a lot of context to the story, honestly. I probably should do a little bit more homework on this one because the statement by itself, I don't see coming from her like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she got light-skinned friends, so I don't see the comment coming from her like that. You know, yeah, I mean, let them love who they gonna love. You know, I mean, if you really want to holler at some chocolate girls, you know, just take them to go see the girl, the dark skinned chick in Black Panther that may change their life. But anyway, yeah,
she fine.
Yeah, but nah. Anywho, nah. I mean, I get it and I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like just a quick teaching moment, you know what I'm saying, to teach them that you know you don't have to go by what's the rules that society sets because there is a depth to it. You know what I'm saying? There is a depth to it. You know, and this is just kind of traces all the way back to slavery, like it always does. But you know, there is some psychological depth to that, and you know, young boys and young girls thinking that the darker your skin is, you know what I'm saying, the less valued you are as an individual. So I think for me, I mean, it's a great It's a great teaching moment to say, hey, just understand your value and understand that dark skinned girls are just as valued as light skinned girls. Like I could see that, and I mean, you know, I really can't be mad at that because it's a teaching moment. But if you saying like don't even pay attention to the light skinned girls, like you need to focus more on the dark skinned chicks, like that's just, I mean, it's not any parent's place. You know what I'm saying? You know, whether it's
damn, nigga, what you starting a motorcycle, man? What the fuck?
Oh, my bad. I thought I muted that
he thought he muted his phone while he was booking.
Hey, you ain't shit for that one. That was a garbage disposal, man. Damn, that's fucked up. Man, he was taking the shit.
Man, what the fuck is you doing, dog? Grinding shit. God damn.
I was like, everything got quiet. I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot to mute that motherfucker.
Damn. Ice and
that nigga said, what you doing, flushing the stool, nigga? Hey, fuck you, nigga. Oh shit!
All right,
but I mean, it's her prerogative as a parent. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably her duty just to talk about black love in general. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, in society, you know, they say, you know, that propaganda's out there. You know what I'm saying? It says the darker you are, the less value that you carry in society. So we do have to change the psychology of that thought process. But I mean, you got to be careful because sometimes you push something too hard and you push your kids right into it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, you don't want to push too hard. Educate them, but don't be so pushy because kids are going to do the opposite of what you say not to do when you push them too hard, just because, you know, they're trying to find their own independence. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I would have to understand the context because I think that was more or less like the way that the story was put out there. But just in listening to her in general, you know, do different interviews and things of that nature, I don't think that's necessarily what she said in detail. I think that was just kind of the headline. You know what I'm saying? You know, she tells her sons to, you know, only mess with the darkies. Well, I don't think she really said that. I think she said value all colors. Is basically what she was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, they gotta know. I mean, Dwain Wads is dark as shit. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta know. You know what I'm saying? And their mother's not light skinned. You know,
Yeah,
what I'm
she's
saying?
beautiful. She's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? She's
Their
beautiful.
mother's not light skinned, so yeah. I mean, I think it's more of a media headline. You know what I'm saying?
Should
She got a
be an
movie
issue at
coming
all,
out.
man.
You said what?
Bro,
She got a movie coming out.
That nigga on.
You ask that every time. She got
Oh shit!
It should be an issue, man. It's like cliche, like what they say, darker the berry, sweeter the juice. Like ain't no dark skinned bitches with stank pussy out here. Fuck out here.
What'd you say?
You know how like I say like the whole like complexion shit, man. It's cliche. It's like how motherfuckers be like darker the berry, sweeter the juice. You know what I'm saying? Like dark skinned bitches ain't got stank pussy out here. It's hella out here, fucked up monkey and shit. Smelling like you got to spray when you piss. Man, fuck that.
As far as the
who you want to fuck with.
As far as the propaganda, I will say on but that's part of the proper. More IG is more of the people that are affected by the propaganda that are watching on TV. So they're posting more lighter chicks because these are they're posting it themselves.
I don't get that more, shit either.
Huh?
Like all light skinned bitches are.
I
don't like that shit either. Like all light skinned bitches are conceited. Like it ain't no ugly light skinned chicks.
That be some ugly ass light skinned bitches. That's all.
Motherfucker.
That's all propaganda. Yeah, when it comes to the different races,
I'll tag you too, bitch.
Yeah, when it comes to the races and all that, man, every race has their they're beautiful and then they ugly, all that. And the way I see it from what I've seen, it's all spread out. It's not one has more, even not even saying races. I'm talking about the skin complexion and everything, because they always talking about mixed, you know what I'm saying, mixed babies and everything like that. Not
mulattoes.
Boogers, man. It's straight boogers. So that's all propaganda. But yeah, she just needs to teach him, be an example, and then just teach him his history. Make sure he knows his history, you know what I'm saying?
His daddy need to sit their ass down and tell him wife the sixes and cheat with tens. All that scared shit don't matter.
Because the sixes gonna be loyal. That's fire. Okay. All right. So now before I say what I really want to say, let me first of all say Gabrielle Union. Keep doing what you're doing. I think that is great. That's great for your kids. That's a great look for you and all the ladies out there that need that support and love from somebody of your color to show support to them. I think that's beautiful.
Light-skinned people are black too. That needs to be understood.
You can't tell niggas that.
Light-skinned people are black people. We're all fucking mixed up, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We're not the original black, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not the original black. I'm a dark motherfucker, but we all black.
Crispy cracking that motherfucker.
But all right, yeah. So now all the hate mail is probably gonna go to my Instagram. So that's Randy_Ace. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys already think I hate black girls. I understand it. It's cool. You guys can send all the hate towards me. Well, the only thing I gotta say is, as a light-skinned dude, the black girls that I've run across, they have the, everybody has their standards. I don't meet the 6 foot standard. You gotta be 6 foot to even attempt to talk to these females.
Yeah. Right.
So, hey, I mean, lower y'all standards. Just a little bit to realistic goals, bitches.
Don't even lower them.
My bad.
You can't even say lower, Randy. You can't say lower because it make it seem like not being 6 feet is a bad thing. You got to tell them to reevaluate their standards because some of that shit fucked up. I ain't never seen, man, bro, just like this week alone, I've come to the conclusion that you have to be rich to fuck with a broke bitch. That's how these bras up here act, bro. You have to be rich to fuck with a broke bitch. You got to be 6 feet tall. You gotta be a chubby nigga now. Like, bitch, I just started wanting to lose weight. Now I'm reevaluating. Like, God damn, maybe it wasn't too bad. women are always confused. They never know what they want, man. That's why they be wearing wigs and changing their hair and shit like that, bro. You can't go based off of what these bras want. Be yourself. Yeah, whoever fuck with you is gonna fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
Makeup is the devil.
Make these bras happy.
That's
it is.
Makeup is the devil.
It is.
But yeah, I just want to end off my stuff on just hey. I might just want to lower it just a little bit. Just you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm just that's why I always introduce myself as average guy with a podcast. The average guy podcast. Now, Lauren, did you have something you wanted to say?
I was just gonna say you got good hair, so you should be all right.
Man, only tell
they love, you know what I'm saying? My baby,
you about to be hitting them Drake fans, and this shit blow up, boy.
Straight out of Wakanda, man.
You about to be hitting Drake bitches, and this shit blow up, nigga. Light skin with a ponytail, you good.
Shit, if I ain't got no young lady by that time, hell yeah. I said I wasn't gonna be fucking fans, but
I said no nigga ever.
Just go find Kiki.
But does she love me? Is she
you
right?
can't trust a chick that name start with a K, man.
Hey, Ron, don't say me, bro. Hey,
K-E.
Hey, Ron, don't be saying that shit. You said no nigga ever. See, you feeding into the damn propaganda, dog. Niggas are homosexual. No, at least say no man or something. You know what I'm saying? Every man fuck bitches, man. You put it on niggas, man. Like every nigga fucking.
Hey, but that's how I look at it though, bro. I'll be like, when I say nigga, I don't mean like people of color. I don't mean like men in general. Like, cause I call white people niggas and all this. You know what I'm saying? Like some motherfuckers, they be super sensitive and shit. Like, what's up, nigga? Like, nigga, I'm not African American. Like, shut your bitch ass. I'm not a woman. Like, damn, nigga.
Fuck ass up. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Shut your bitch ass up. I'm not a woman, nigga. Ain't nobody say shit.
I'm not a dog. I'm not a dog. Like, man, shut your stupid ass up. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Boy, I'd be ready to snap off on their ass. Like, man, shut up, dude.
Man, for real.
All right, so y'all want to get it off your chest, or y'all want to hit? I got this little question for y'all. I want y'all to answer, and I can understand. I understand when I ask this question, I might get hate. It's cool. You can find me at Randy_Ace on Snapchat. Yeah, and Instagram. But yeah, y'all want to get it off your chest first, or this question?
Let's go to the question.
All right. Now I want you guys to be 100% honest, because I will be honest. Do you guys believe that LeBron James Jr. Do you believe that parents will be training their daughters to try to get them to marry LeBron James Jr.?
Yeah. What the fuck would you want?
Huh?
Because the first thing they can't say you just want him because he's gonna make a whole bunch of money in the NBA because he trash. They got us. He's a good guy. He's a great guy. He's a gentleman. I love his personality. And they gonna believe that shit because they know that nigga ain't no baller.
Yeah.
All right, Corey.
I mean, you always gonna have that. That's what you gotta deal with when you got money. I mean, shoot. Motherfuckers gonna want to be around you. Women, men act like fucking groupies too. You know, the friends and all that shit. They're gonna be around. So LeBron just got to teach them different values. If LeBron knows the game, and I'm pretty sure LeBron got something going on upstairs. So I mean that's what you're gonna deal with. Of course you got that. You're gonna have mamas, feeding the same bullshit to their daughters, go out there, and now they don't even got to do that, just in there, the example that they set. You know what I'm saying? Daughters gonna feed into that already, and everybody's on IG, chasing. Man, I can see it already. They already getting ready for LeBron James. Follow LeBron James Jr. following him probably in the DMs and everything. It's probably grown ass women. You know what I'm saying? And was he probably about 15 years old? So,
yeah, about 15, 16, something like that. They're going on 16.
Childbearing age.
What? Wait, 14?
How old is he going?
14?
Childbearing age.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you said childbearing age. For real.
Hey,
Great point. Great fucking point. Childbearing age.
I ain't never did this before.
Yeah. Sit there, pop up with a 30-year-old or whoever, man. They get them locked up. Nah, I don't think they want to do that though. They fuck around. They gonna fuck around, be in jail. That's not a smart idea. But nah, they gonna be following them. They're gonna be following them around. But that's always to be expected in entertainment and people trying to chase that fame. So yeah, that's always to be expected. Of course, they're gonna be coming after them.
Lauren, you up next?
She take my money. Yeah, buddy. You already know. Man. It's been happening already. Probably for quite some time. I wouldn't be surprised by any stretch of the imagination. Because that's just how some people are. You know what I'm saying? They want to ride your fame. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got homeboys that's just riding his fame. You know what I'm saying? He's LeBron James Jr. So that's like Corey said, that's just gonna have to be something that his parents, you know what I'm saying, keep a watchful eye on, number one, and then number two, educate him on, how to look out for the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would imagine, number one, carrying his father's name. You know what I'm saying? And then just the status of his father. There's a lot of pressure on that young man. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, look at Michael Jordan's son. You know what I'm saying? His oldest boy, I mean, he did all that, you know what I'm saying? Had that pressure trying to, just be a basketball player. Like, it wasn't even about being as good as his dad, because he wasn't ever gonna reach that pinnacle anyway. But just being a basketball player,
Daddy probably bought him some pussy.
Yeah, probably from Vanna White. But
I would like, son. This is what these hoes gonna be throwing at you, bitch. Here's $200. Sit on his face.
Sit on his face.
It's terrible parenting, but man, when you in that. When you gotta pay for pussy money, like, you know what I'm saying? It's bad parenting. I'm not saying go out and do this shit, you know what I'm saying? But when you in a situation where motherfuckers want you because they want something from you, like, drastic measures, I mean, you gotta take extreme measures sometimes. Shit, if you sitting on $500 million, shit, hey, I didn't want to do this, but I talked to your mama, son, and we're gonna have to buy you some pussy, so you know what these bitches gonna be throwing at you. Once you find out it ain't shit, you won't feel the pressure. I can't say that I'm saying, like, you gonna
create a monster.
I'm saying, bro.
Hell no.
I mean, you gotta watch out for these niggas too, bro.
The hate mail is coming, Randy.
You said what?
Michael Jr.
The hate mail coming.
I tell him, like, son, I know you ain't old enough to smoke, but hit this. This is what these niggas go try.
No, nigga. Now, what are you talking about, nigga?
I mean, we should get our kids ready for that adult age, especially our young ladies, because if you a nigga, you know how niggas work, and all niggas is damn near the same.
Hell
they all gonna try to finesse your little girl her draws. So you know what I'm saying? I'm an advocate for that. You know what I'm saying?
You said all niggas are the same.
I said mostly.
Nah,
mostly.
Well, I mean, it depends on
like young niggas, like the young niggas.
How do you classify yourself, Corey? How do you classify yourself?
What you mean?
Keep them check stubs, man. Show them that child support, bro. I mean, and if you don't want to buy your kid no pussy, show them that child support, bro. Like, look, nigga, I'm supposed to be making this. I was trying them Jordans you wanted for Christmas, nigga. This is where they went, nigga. You don't want these fumbles, fuck them hoes. You can go about it that route too. You ain't necessarily got to buy them no pussy. Show them what's gonna happen after you get it. Show your daughter pregnancy videos, childbirth videos. Bitch, do you want your pussy to look like this volleyball? Cut open split a chicken breast in half and tell her that's what her coochie gonna look like when she has a baby. I guarantee you she won't be fucking.
Average guys and average girls. He's not a licensed therapist, I promise you. He is not licensed.
This is
a certified, uncertified therapy for you motherfuckers, man. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box. You can't just be like, this is an innie, this is an Audi. Sometimes you gotta tell them this motherfucker wanna put this Audi in your innie, and this is what's gonna drop. You gotta tell them.
You gotta be straight up with you gotta be straight up and upfront with your kids. You can't be sugarcoating shit. You ain't about to be buying them no fucking pussy. You ain't about to be.
I mean, DL Hughley did. Shout out to DL Hughley.
Hey, you can't have 200 in the bank. You can't have $200 in the bank. Try to teach your kid all these bitches want his money. But if you got $500 million, oh hell yeah, nigga! Look at these comments, nigga. This is all the money I had to pay these hoes to keep their mouth shut so your mama wouldn't find out. Sometimes you gotta let them know, hey, this was going on, bro. We're fucked up.
My bank account just keep them from telling your mama.
Hey, man, I got a new segment for Ryan. I got a segment just for him. Yeah, we're gonna call it ignorantisms.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's a low blow, man. That's a low blow. That's a low blow. Why got me ignorant, though, man? That's fucked up.
Talking about.
All right. So
fucked up, man. We gotta reevaluate that. We're gonna come back to that later. We gotta have a group vote, man. We need a group vote. This fucked up.
Ignorantisms. Right. All
right. So the reason why
what's our boy named Corey Holcomb?
We got the ugly
Corey
truth.
Holcomb.
For Corey Holcomb? Corey Holcomb, yeah.
That nigga is funny.
Just throw the pussy at him. Just throw the
pussy. Man. I seen him on some little clip this week. He was like, I guess she was like, some girl was like, he was like, are you a whore? Do you think God would love you? Or do you think God loves you because you're a whore? And like, he just kept going. And I was just like, she just kept going with him. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this nigga?
You don't be watching
that
the 5150?
Nah,
man, I ain't caught that motherfucker in some weeks.
Yeah, that shit hilarious, man. The 5150 show. Yeah, Zoe Williams, Corey.
All right.
That nigga funny.
I need to catch up on that shit.
I don't think we helped the average girl this week.
Nah. I apologize. I apologize for the whole group right now. But yeah, the reason why that question came up is because a young lady came up and like we were talking about basketball. We were talking about LeBron James because she's a Laker fan, and she was like, yeah,
new recently. Has she always been, or is she
I'm just gonna say she's a recent fan because I ain't never heard her talk about the Lakers before. But she was talking about LeBron James. She was like, do you really think his son is gonna be something? Da da da. And then I brought up, I was like, yeah. And she was like, so she said his son is gonna have all the pussy thrown at him. I was like, yes, because parents are going to be like, yo. It's gonna be like, you know how they do with arranged marriages, how they treat the girl, teach the girls while they're young, like this is how you cook, clean, shit like that. It's gonna be kind of like that with LeBron James' son. They're gonna be like, you gonna make the perfect wife, boom, 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 boom.
No, that's what white girls do. That's what white people.
Niggas do that too. Do that too.
White people do. I had to put a race car. See, black bitches need to learn. Black bitches need to learn that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga that told me don't say nigga. It was fucked up. You ain't shit.
You know I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You know I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You know I ain't shit. You black bitches need to. Let me stop. Man. Y'all need to learn that shit too, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your come up. You know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside. Old girl had. All the good. Hey, if he a sucker, man, you know what I'm saying? Get your streets gotta eat too, baby. You know what I'm saying? But did she really have to ask that question? Do you think the girls?
People really believe.
I bet you fuck too, huh, Randy?
Nah, bro. That's the homie's ex, and I don't say I don't do that.
So that X.
Tell her come outside and smell the roses because it's 100%. That's not even a question. Shoot, they gonna be throwing the draws. They gonna be throwing it. Hey, when that fool on Comic View? Who the fuck was that? I think that Tommy Chung. He said them bitches gonna be coming like fish. He said them hoes like fish outside that motherfucking thing. Like, nigga. Yeah. Oh man, they gonna be throwing.
He already getting it. You already know he already getting
it. Yeah.
You got some cougars out there trying to holler at him. You know,
like where your daddy at?
Yeah, up in the beehive. Ooh, sorry.
Oh, you said Y'all being sloppy. Y'all being sloppy now. You being sloppy now.
Somebody did some toilet paper, boy. This nigga messy.
Y'all being messy.
That nigga scandalous. Set up in the beehive.
Oh, goddamn.
Y'all think Hobie be writing her raps?
You said who?
Dude, Hobie be writing raps.
I think Hobie be writing her shit. Writing her shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think so, bro. Every time she spit, I'll be like, damn, that sound like some whole shit right there.
Offset or somebody, one of the Migos writing that shit. Yeah, somebody. No, she ain't writing her. She ain't writing her.
I think it was Offset wrote that Gorilla or whatever. That's
Oh, really? Oh, so that's true.
Shit, my bad. Shit, not Gorilla.
Everybody writes her stuff.
Yeah.
Like Dream almost wrote one of her whole albums.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga getting paid.
Yeah,
I wonder how much money ghostwriters make.
In R&B a lot.
They get cake.
They make a lot in R&B.
Niggas must not be making too much because nigga Quentin Miller was mad at them motherfuckers. That nigga was like, fuck that shit. Nigga, I'm about to record my own shit. Nigga, fuck Drake.
Yeah.
Drake was like, hey, nigga, give me all your shit. All your
Neo. I mean, he was writing for Whitney and Celine Dion.
Hell, Babyface. That nigga wrote for damn near everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But them niggas get money from
we couldn't help you this week. We couldn't help you.
Yeah, we couldn't help you this week. I mean, hey.
We
just let me know. Just let me know if you want to come on.
Blame Randy. He told us to be honest.
Randy, if you wasn't trying to smash, she was. That's how they doing it, man. Everybody heard about this Ron trade, man. You remember how niggas be trying to they never said, "Are you single?" no more. They be like, "You trying to smoke?" Now these motherfuckers like, "So what you feel about LeBron?"
Hey, Randy,
pull it out.
You about to make Randy sweat, dog. He hit that awkward laugh. He hit that awkward laugh like shit. I hope ass ain't watching right now.
What you say? I don't know. You know that nigga. You know that nigga's Splash City.
You don't work with her, do you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll let
her know about it. We cool as fuck.
You trying to smash.
What? I give two shits. I'm always honest. That's the only way you gotta be nowadays. You gotta be honest with these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Lauren looks like, I don't know. All right, so let's time to get it off your chest. Good, bad, or indifferent. Let's get it off our chest, man. What y'all got for us?
I'll hit it. Let me hit it first. I'm gonna hit it real quick. It's time for the motherfucking police departments to start releasing video fast because Chicago showed it could be done. So y'all ain't got time to be sitting around, doing your little editing in the videos and stuff like that. Like, you release it out the day after. In Chicago, they released it the day after. It showed the dude pulled the gun because there was a protest. Man was shot in the streets. And police felt they had to calm the protest down quick, so they released the video the very next fucking day. Showed him clearly pulling the gun, and police emptied the whole clip in his ass, as they should have. But yeah, that's pager. Pager. Hey, I don't care. I don't care if it was a stick of beef jerky. Empty the clip into his black ass, but
that's fucked up, bro.
Don't get offended, black folk. You been talking about y'all know shit, you know, I rock with.
I mean,
you know
he did reach for the gun though. He did like when it happened, he was like whoop, and he thought about it, and he came back. He looked at his hand like,
but these niggas got tasers, man. They got fucking tasers, bro.
Nah, ain't nobody got tasers. Okay, so when a nigga up the pistol on you, you pull out a fucking taser. Then
that's a nigga. That's a nigga, bro. I ain't been trained on no taser. That's a nigga on the street. You talking about too? You talking about? Yes, it is. Some niggas are the self-defense, the karate, the billy club, and all that shit. They ain't got that shit because they came with the uniform, nigga. They trained you can take all shit, bro.
You can take all the self-defense you want. But man, it ain't no self-defense. Empty the clip. Especially you talking about a taser and a nigga pull out and a nigga pull out the gun. It ain't about me. It ain't about me. I can pull up a video right now of a nigga getting tased and he still coming at the cop.
That's why them niggas. Hey, that's why they got vests, nigga.
What?
You trying to take that shot?
Oh, you should be a police officer then.
Hell no.
Sign up then.
Hell no. No, I say that because
they not trained to take the shot. They're trained that if they get shot, that the vest is there for you.
Yeah.
They ain't trained to take no shot though.
I say that because as a cop, their first priority is value to protecting human life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers is trying to protect their own shit before everybody else. How many? Okay, this nigga pulled a gun. Okay, one dude. How many cats have been shot, nigga, for nothing? Not having shit at all. How many motherfuckers have been shot in fucking cold blood and had shit planted on them? You know what I'm saying? Listen to this. Make all they police car footage public information like they do. Every time you catch a case, nigga, go to case now. All your business out there. How them niggas make all that shit public record, and I bet you shit get squashed hella quick.
We talking about
more cops getting popped.
We talking about. See, I'm not advocating for. I don't advocating for not advocating for cops or advocating for lack of this and that. I'm advocating for what's real. You know what I'm saying? I'm advocating for what's real, and I don't have to go through the history and all the shit. I talk about it every fucking time. Cops in this country are fucking corrupt. It's no part a product of white supremacy, but you got these niggas, you know what I'm saying? We got people sitting up there there's a lot of this shit, you know what I'm saying, it ain't on the cops. You got niggas acting the goddamn fool and thinking they gonna dilute what the message that we're trying to clean up shit, and you dirty it up when you do this stupid shit and then try to get the impressionable minds that really don't know how to sort out certain things. So they're sitting up there trying to fight justice for justice, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And then they coming out with videos, nah, this nigga was dead wrong. And then you got then people on Fox News and CNN, whatever the fuck they are, then they use that to push their little message. Like, no, we're not gonna we're not gonna have all them niggas, man. We pushing them niggas to the side. Spit on their fucking grave, dog, on everything, dog. And I mean it. And I'm
gonna beat your ass, spit on the floor like that, nigga.
Fuck, man. These niggas need, you know what I'm saying? God bless them. God bless his soul and all that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, fuck all that, man. Like, nah, we're not gonna keep that. People gotta learn, you know what I'm saying? Fight for, there's plenty of shit. There's plenty of ammo to fight with. So use that. Quit sitting up there reaching. Quit reaching for shit. There's no need to reach when we got plenty of ammo. Let that nigga felt the clip. We gonna feel this foot, like that jacket. You gonna feel this clip in your fucking face. He felt that shit. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get his thing off. Ain't nobody about to pull out a taser on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I done seen a nigga sit up there. He sit up there. How many times have you seen a cat getting tasered and he still keep coming? He's still coming at the officer.
I did see one video recent. It wasn't from no cop, but I mean, yeah, he did get tased by a cop, but that shit was so goddamn funny, nigga. This motherfucker literally looked like Uncle Ruckus. He had the long ass 100 cigarette and everything, bro. He was like poking with his bitch, and the cop was like, get on your knees or some shit. He was like, I'm just trying to ask you a question. He was like, get on your knees now. He was like, but I'm just asking you. Hey, bro, this nigga turned towards the bitch. It was like, I'm gonna get you, bitch. That shit was so fucking funny, nigga.
I saw a screwed up video where all fucked up, man. The guy was on the ground kicking and everything, and and the cop trying to see what's going on with him. He's recognizing the guy's out of it. And then the guy's spinning around on the ground, butt naked on the highway. Then he pops up, he notices the cop and starts walking toward him. I'm talking about on some scary movie type of, you know what I'm saying, on some Hulk type of shit. Start walking toward him. The cop like, hold on, hey, get back. He's sitting there giving them all the commands and everything. Guy's still coming at him. And this is a black cop too, and it's a black dude. He giving them the commands, not listening. So he gives them the taser. Dude getting crazy now. You know what I'm saying? Give him the taser. Dude sitting there trying to rip it out and start running after him. Got to pull out the gun and, you know what I'm saying, and hit him. But nah, this dude right here, he started running. When they tell you to freeze, because that even outside of being a cop, if a motherfucker come in your spot or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're not trying to kill him, he still has to follow your instruction. When I say freeze, you freeze. If you make another fucking move, I don't care what the fuck you think you're doing. If you about to get a lighter and spark a cigarette, I'm gonna pop your ass because first of all, you out of line. You know what I'm saying? So we still gotta recognize these cops as human beings. They trying to go home to their family at the end of the day. That's not excusing. None of this is excuses. See, people like to try to confuse and say, well, start talking about the cops that did. We're not talking about the cops. There's plenty of corrupt cops, but we're talking about this situation. That dude was dead wrong.
Take you from your family too. Yeah, he probably was. I ain't gonna say that, but I mean, the police is just hypocritical. Just having the police force is hypocritical in any fucking way. Like, you know, I mean, everybody like,
yeah,
but they have families too. Nigga, you know how many times I got pulled over and been like, look, dude, I got kids at home, they need me, they mama ain't shit. The motherfucker be like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You got $1,200 worth of rewards. Yeah. Get out the motherfucking car, nigga.
They gonna get that money,
niggas, bro.
Gonna get that niggas, shit. They gonna get that money out of you. Nah, fuck,
like, bro, just write me a ticket. Just write me a ticket. You got a warrant for not showing up to court. Just write me a ticket, man. You know I ain't gonna show up again, man. Catch me another day. You know I gotta get to work. I just started this job, bro. Nigga, don't give a fuck. Get out the car. Man, fuck that. And all them niggas hold their heat. Nigga, have you ever seen what happens to a cop when they get to your car and you already got your shit in your lap, nigga? Them motherfuckers take the fuck off and they call back up if you stay, nigga. Yeah. Them motherfuckers is scared as shit when they see you got the motherfucking Billy Club and a pistol, nigga, and they expect you to act normal when you pull your shit on them. Man, fuck that.
Hey, but we got, like I said, there's plenty of ammunition. There you go. There's plenty of ammunition stuff that
it's called termination papers.
Plenty of ammunition. But for the
people govern themselves.
But for the niggas that is diluting the movement, yeah, fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas. For real.
Basically, I say do away with the judicial system and let karma run its course. Granted, it don't give you a right to go do no hot or stupid shit, but nigga, if everybody is holding their own shit and you try the wrong motherfucking karma gonna fuck you up. You ain't got to worry about getting handcuffed or Billy Club or getting beat by 12 niggas while you handcuffed or sitting in some pissy ass cell eating fake cheese and sitting in bunkies with junkies and shit like that, nigga.
Yeah, right. This nigga nigga Red Dead Redemption or something.
I'm not saying it's a free pass to. I'm not saying it's a free pass to act stupid and shit like that, but I'm saying there was a time where there was no such thing as a police force. There was a time where there was no such thing as banking and monopoly and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where people actually depended on each other to survive out here. Right, and that's what the fuck shit need to go back to. You know what I'm saying? If the motherfucking internet crashed today and never picked the fuck up and technology went to shit, how many of you motherfuckers know how to fucking farm and grow your own fucking food? How many motherfuckers know how to cook that shit? How many motherfuckers know how to hunt these motherfucking animals and shit you eat? Nigga, I ain't never seen a nigga go out like, hey, I'm about to go catch this cow real quick. I'm hungry as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
How you go from hunting and farming? You went from
I'm saying survival. You know, there was a time.
You think everybody?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying there was a time. It seemed far fetched.
You know how dumb people are. Do you understand how dumb people are?
Nigga, the police were initially created to catch slaves, and motherfuckers are still supporting that shit. That's what I call dumb. You can at least call them niggas something different. The fuck? Dumb is thinking, I'm gonna let a motherfucker come up to me pull his gun out and tell me what the fuck I'm about to do. And I got a whole 26 sitting right here. Like, nigga, I got shit to do too. Nigga, you at work. I'm trying to make it to work. Nigga, fuck what you talking about.
So everybody,
you ain't go. Hey,
so everybody should have.
The courts don't find you jobs when the courts don't find you jobs when you lose your shit because you doing the 30 or 180, nigga. The courts don't feed your family when you in a jail cell, nigga. The courts don't give a fuck about your bitch giving birth to a baby when you owe money, nigga.
And they shouldn't because it's business. Everybody, it's a big business.
Handle that shit. Handle that shit first, and then let the domino effect take course.
So you want everybody. So So basically, what you're saying, you want court held in the streets, right?
I mean, nah, because I'm saying like I'm gonna say yeah, but I'm only saying yeah because I'm not agreeing with it means go out and do some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, shit's fucked up. You know, it's probably too fucked up to really trust motherfuckers to be on the same page all the time. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers are just built to do stupid ass shit. I'm just speaking on behalf of, in a perfect world, if everybody had common sense and practice integrity and shit like that, there would be no need for motherfuckers to police. So what I was doing 80 in the fucking 55, nigga, I had to get somewhere quick. What the fuck you mad for? Shit, I ain't hurt nobody. Shit. You got motherfuckers in their 80s out here driving with serious health conditions. Nigga, I almost lost my life because a nigga had a heart attack in a fucking white Malibu and almost ran into the back of me because he died driving the car. Ain't nobody pulling niggas over talking about, bitch, do you have heart issues? Do you have a history of seizures? Nah, they put a step on your driver's license that expired 30 fucking years ago, and since your shit paid off, you out moving, driving Miss Daisy and shit, man. I'm just saying the whole system is ass backwards. It don't matter who right or who wrong. The system is fucked up all on its own. And until you correct that shit, motherfuckers try to correct the shit that happens after the shit instead of the shit that's making the shit happen, bro. Lord over here dying. I'm saying, man, fuck the police.
What does that have to do?
Nigga.
Hey, what does that have to do with what
if it wasn't the police, and that nigga just ran into a nigga that he owed some money to and was walking up to him and was like, oh, okay, and pulled your shit out, and the nigga that he was walking up to blasted this motherfucking ass. You think that shit'll be on the news? You think anybody would make a fucking uproar because a nigga got shot in the middle of the street for pulling his gun on a nigga that he had a problem with? Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck just because this pussy ass nigga had a fucking badge. All of a sudden, it's a call for action. Fuck him, nigga. All these motherfucking police out here doing what the fuck they want.
What are you talking about?
You talking about the nigga walk up to the police, put his gun, and the police empty the clip on him. It'd be different if it wasn't no police. If it was just a regular nigga on the street.
Nigga, listen. See, this is why, then you gonna have Negroes sitting up there talking about, those dumbass Negroes. Huh?
Why they gotta be dumb?
Dumbass, the Negroes, whoever the fuck gonna be sitting up there, don't try to spin this shit, fool. Nigga,
I ain't spinning. I'm just saying.
Negro, they dumb. If they sit up there saying,
stupid is what stupid does.
Nigga,
and that nigga did some stupid ass shit.
That nigga did some stupid ass shit. He need a bullet in his motherfucking brain. You're reaching, nigga. There's plenty of ammo. There's plenty of ammo on these niggas. There's plenty of ammo to say these niggas can't be trusted.
I don't like 22 bullets, nigga. I like these 223s.
Nigga, this conversation, this conversation is about the nigga, these niggas and these niggas that try to use that for their advantage and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
In that case, you know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying? Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I say if it wasn't the police.
Fuck all the motherfuckers who get raped. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all the motherfuckers who get raped. See, don't call out the Me Too motherfuckers then. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that's in up there, they lying and shit on these niggas. They dilute that shit.
If you think running out here raping motherfuckers is cool, I hope the next bitch you rape give your ass HIV. Nah, fuck that niggas, dog. I hope they give you fucking herpes or chlamydia or some shit you gotta live with for the rest of your goddamn life. Nigga, let karma take its course.
Nigga, we all feel
I hope the
like
next
that.
bitch.
Nigga,
I hope the next bitch got a box cutter in her pussy, nigga.
You get some shit off your chest, nigga. Motherfuckers watching probably done forgot my goddamn point, man.
I was just fucking with you, bro. I was just fucking with you,
trying
man.
to teach these niggas, man. Goddamn.
I'm sorry. I was just fucking with you, man. This nigga be getting riled up.
This nigga retarded, dog.
This nigga, nah, you funny, bro. I was just trying to get you riled up.
I already know what the fuck you doing, nigga.
That nigga Corey over there stressing. Randy about to bust a blood vessel. And they got veins popping out his head like these niggas. Here they go again with this bullshit. Oh, man.
Oh, God. Whew. All right, next up, Lauren.
Lauren, I already know what you gonna say. Nah, just playing. Go ahead.
Oh man, please get that clip out there, baby. Oh man, that shit was hilarious.
Already working.
Nah, man, get it off my chest. Oh man, I can't stop laughing. Shit. Man, I want to send my condolences out, man. I done had in the last 2 weeks, man. I done had 3 deaths, man. So condolences to my uncle, to my mentor, and to one of my friends' parents. You know what I'm saying? Rest in heaven. Other than that, man, use your brains, man. That's it's so crucial, man, that we use our brains to try to get to where we're going. I as funny as it was, I see both sides of the debate that y'all just had. I mean, we do have to have a level of policing, I guess would be the best way to put it. We just can't go out here and say, every man for himself, because it'll be one hell of a bloodbath, and it wouldn't be too many black people left. I can tell you that right now. Right. We just got to use our heads. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I say this all the time. For all the negativity that is out in the media, we fuel it as viewers and listeners and participators in it. And all this propaganda that's out there, man, it's destroying us piece by piece. So I mean, it's a duality. It's a duality of an issue. We got to handle our business inside of our own walls before we take it outside. And then reach one, teach one. But you got to take care of home before you stretch out there, because that's a lot of the problem in our own community, is that we trying to fix somebody else before we fix ourselves, and that's a real problem. And so, for me, education, read, study, and then open up the conversation. That's what we're here for. We opening up the conversation, you know what I'm saying, to everybody. Keep asking questions. Let's try to focus on. We don't want to talk about LeBron James Jr. no more. We gonna leave that one. Yeah, man. Yeah, what a great segment, man. Thumbs up, fellas. Thumbs up.
All right, Ryan, you up next?
Hell nah, he already won.
Oh, hell, man, come on, man. I was just fucking with Corey, man. I didn't want to talk about that, man. I was just fucking with the homie, man. I ain't talk to you, niggas.
We gonna be in this bitch till 12 o'clock.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, man. Shit I was thinking about earlier today, man. I woke up, shit was heavy on my mind, man. It was real heavy on my mind. Shit, like, it almost brought fucking tear to my face, man, because I got a call from the homie last night. And the nigga was in his feelings, man. He was real confused, real frustrated. I didn't understand what the fuck was going on, because it was 3 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to say, I got to tell you motherfuckers, like I told this nigga, man, I don't give a fuck how bad that bitch is, nigga. Head is never supposed to make your dick stink. You need to go to a motherfucking hospital. And I'm gonna leave it on that note, man. head ain't supposed to make your dick stink. The nigga called me and he was like, bro, I just left the spot. Nigga, I got a bad little bitch, nigga. But you know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't trying to fuck and shit. So I let her, you know what I'm saying, top me off and shit. And after the bitch sucked me up, nigga, my dick was stinking. And I was like, what the fuck, nigga? The bitch had stink breath. She throw up or something, nigga? What the fuck? Like, he was like, nah, cuz I need to come through and, you know what I'm saying, wash up real quick before I go to my girl house. I was like, nigga, first off, the answer is fuck no, nigga. You ain't washing your dick off in my sink, nigga. You gonna have to take that L and stop by a Quick Trip. Second off, nigga, if your dick stink all because she sucked that motherfucker, you need to be going to the hospital instead of going home, nigga. This shit is unheard of. I never heard of shit like that before.
Brush her teeth? What the fuck?
That's what I was saying. The bitch got a gum infection or something? Like, what the fuck you mean? What is? I wanted to ask the nigga what it smelled like, but the shit sounded gay, so I didn't. No, like, god damn.
Try.
All right, so
yeah, man, you gotta watch it, man.
So
pretty teeth don't disguise stink breath.
If your boy ever watch this episode, man, tell him the average guy. Tell him to go to the doctor, bro, because you might got that nim wop. You might got that nim wop.
Man, they got gingivitis on his dick, man.
Right. Go to the dentist and shit. Still.
Gave that nigga some cavity head. You got root canal head.
Hell. All right. So the only thing I gotta get off my chest is a positive thing. I just want to first by saying thank you to everybody who reached out. A couple of the average guys and average girls, and a couple of my brothers that reached out and was and just was like, "Yo, I got your back if you need anything," and just checking on me to make sure I'm good. But yeah, rest in peace to my Uncle Joe. He was 90 years old. Just want to say that. I want to say thank you to everybody that reached out. You know what I'm saying? Who texted me and made sure I was cool. I'm fine. I know this is gonna sound fucked up, but death is death. You know what I'm saying? He was 90 years old, and I've only got to see him a few times because of family reasons. I won't speak on that on here, but yeah, I just want to say thank y'all to everybody. Thank you to everybody that listened. Episode 67 was a fire ass episode. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You gonna love us, you gonna hate us. The Average Guy Podcast.
Subscribe, hit that bell, and hit that bell for notifications.
Tell all your cute friends to watch this motherfucker, not the ugly ones or the ones with morals, all the hoes. The bitches you don't want to bring around your family because you think they're gonna try to fuck your stepdaddy and shit. Tell all the bad, cute, slutty bitches to get on. Send the emails too, man. We like that shit.
That's big facts. And the Average Guy Podcast on Facebook, Grit Sports Media on Facebook, the Average Guy Studio on Instagram. Hit us up on all those if you have any questions. If you want to be on an future episode, let us know ahead of time. You can let any one of us know. It'll get back to me or it'll back to everybody, and then we'll all talk about it. And we'll interview probably.
Check out my Pornhub page too. 12,000 subscribers deep.
Man, click this nigga out.
I'm an average guy with above average dick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, hoes need love too.
Where's the button for this? This nigga the fuck off.
And on that note, man, we out, man. We love y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
Deuces.